From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Happy Palm Sunday. Hope you had a nice weekend so far. I'll tell you what, that system from yesterday is really spinning itself to death off here on the West Coast. Not quite as robust, not at all as it was yesterday, especially now that it kind of made landfall, right? And I think Futurecast kind of paints a reasonable picture, really much drier than yesterday. Again, we were talking this morning and yesterday evening about the possibility of some isolated stuff, but again, don't plan your day around that. You see just how isolated it is. Very small pockets of moisture taking advantage of the atmosphere, but most of us are going to stay dry for today. Those isolated showers, not that big of a deal. I think the marine cloud layer is also going to stick around in force as we head through tonight and into tomorrow morning. But again, I think much like today, tomorrow is kind of going to be a mostly dry, some patchy clouds kind of day with very, very isolated activity. It's more so a thing of if you see a shower, don't say I didn't warn you, but most of us are not going to see that. So I think through today, through tomorrow, we're pretty much doing just fine, at least compared to yesterday. And then as we head later into Tuesday and into Wednesday, we start to see our next push of moisture creeping in. Most of Tuesday will be dry, but Wednesday, not so much. We got this big system pushing in. This is round two, for lack of a better term, of this more active pattern over the last several days. Looks like snow levels will probably start in the vicinity of about 4,000 feet. Probably going to start dropping, though, as we head into Thursday, as we head into Friday, because we get another system here behind it that just reinforces that cold air. And I think that cold air is certainly going to be, well, just that, very cold, right? Notice this big bowling ball system heading in through Wednesday, starting out not quite as cold in the upper levels, but as it reinforces, as I just mentioned there, through Thursday, well, we get right there in the bullseye, and we're probably going to be dropping those snow levels down quite a bit in that secondary system behind it through Thursday and through Friday. So we'll keep a very close eye on that. That looks like a pretty impactful system there, starting Wednesday, lasting through Thursday. Here's your marine forecast. Wave height still kind of inching in the double-digit range, but I think we're going to be calming down over the next several hours. Probably back down to 5 to 7 feet as we head through tonight and into tomorrow. So definitely a welcome change compared to those double-digit wave heights widespread that we were seeing over the last day or two with that system here, as it was just off the coast. Of course, now that's made landfall, not quite as robust. Here's your forecast highs across the area for today over the next several hours. Notice along the coast from Del Norte all the way down to Humboldt County, kind of consistent in the mid to upper 50s out there, out towards Siskiyou County, upper 40s near 50. Up there at Wairika, you're at 52 for your highs today. Happy Camp at 56. Notice through the valley, though, big stretch lower to mid 60s from Redding all the way down to Chico. So we're all kind of consistent there, right? Not doing too shabby, at least compared to yesterday. We're definitely a good 5, 6, 7, 8 degrees warmer. Similar situation out in Modoc County, upper 40s, lower 50s there. Eastern Mountains and Plumas County, again, also some upper 40s, lower 50s out there at Last Volcanic State Park. You're just inching out of freezing territory, hovering there kind of in the lower to mid 30s as of right now. And I think we're going to hold that into tomorrow as well. But speaking of tomorrow and speaking of the big picture, let's take a look at it because it's very interesting how we get those higher rain chances and snow chances ticking back up as we head through midweek and beyond. Again, out in Trinity County for today, widespread mid 50s, even some of us near 60 out there, Douglas City, near Weaverville, for example, you might get there 58, 59, 60 degrees out there. So, hey, let's see if you're a winner out there, right? Humboldt County, very similar story again. They're those mid 50s sticking around. Rain coming back, though, as we head through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Probably going to see the highest rain totals in Humboldt County, Del Norte County, western Siskiyou County, that classic climatological area where you see those highest rainfall totals. Very typical of patterns like this, right? Notice those temperatures also really falling off as that system comes through. That's that Arctic air, like I said, reinforcing itself as we head into that time frame there. But I think by next weekend, we'll probably have better conditions to look forward to. But again, for today and through tomorrow, widespread mid to upper 60s, or upper 50s rather, across the area to look forward to. Hopping over to Siskiyou County, very similar story. Happy Camp at 56 for tomorrow. Hornbrook at 56 as well. Then you head a little bit further east, you get back into the upper 40s there. And then you stick in the upper 40s and mid 40s through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as that colder air continues to reinforce itself. Again, I'm thinking snow levels starting at about 4,000 feet, maybe a little bit higher, but they'll be decreasing as that Arctic air starts to reinforce itself as that one big system pushes in, Arctic air swings in behind it, cools us down even more. So through Wednesday, through Thursday, we're going to see those snow levels dropping probably down to the 3,000 foot range once again, just like we saw over the last day or two. Of course, things can and will change. Mike will be with you this week to tell you more about that, but as of indication, that's what I'm thinking. Out here in Modoc County, upper 40s, lower 50s, out there in California Pines and Alturas, you're right there at 50. It's going to be kind of close, much like yesterday, as we head through tomorrow. So we'll see, but I think about upper 40s is kind of what you can expect out there. Out here in the Eastern Mountains, again, I think we're a little bit warmer, relatively speaking, right? I think we're going to be in the mid 50s, especially as you head out towards Susanville, Janesville, and the 394 corridor. 54 there in Doyle. So, we're doing a little bit better, that's for sure. And then we start cooling down through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, as usual, who are our winners out there? The valley, right? Those are our temperature winners pretty much always, right? That's kind of the climatological classic. Widespread mid 60s out there. We're going to be calling about 65 or so. I think that's kind of what you can expect through today and even through tomorrow and Tuesday. 65, 67. So we might be seeing some kind of flirting with 70 ranges there Tuesday. But yeah, I think it's going to come crashing down pretty quickly because that Arctic air really kind of cools us back down to the upper 50s and 59, 58 range through Thursday and Friday. So go out, take advantage of the weather while you can, because spring, even though it is here, is never something you should take for granted whenever the pattern is active like this. Up here in the northern portions of the valley, very similar story for tomorrow. Get those mid 60s across the area. Again, also falling down into the 50s as we head through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Again, probably drying out though by next weekend here. So we're actually doing a little bit better in the extended term, but we got another couple of systems to look forward to by the midweek. Thanks for joining me here for this forecast update. I'll be back with you this evening for a final look at your weekend weather, fresh from the Weather NorCal Command Center, and I'll be back with you soon.